Hey! What's up you guys? It's your girl Genelle. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today's video is going to be this makeup look, plus a little update on my life, things I've got coming up, things I've got going on. I wanted to do this look for you guys. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's do this. I'm gonna take, this is the Fenty Skin Invisible Moisturizer with SPF 30. I don't normally wear this on a normal basis, but it makes you smell like a strawberry, raspberry cupcake and has SPF. I feel like when I'm starting my makeup and I'm gonna go out somewhere or I'm gonna meet someone up, I like to just smell really good, really fresh and clean. This skin prep is gonna be a little obnoxious, but just bear with me. I just got this the other day. This is the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. Say that a million times. It's a serum. Maybe I should have put this on first, but that's okay. This also smells good. I love smelling like fruit. I'm just gonna put it where I want to be blurred. I get very shiny in my T-zone, so let's blur that more. I'm taking, this is the Milk Makeup Blur Eclipse Mattifying Primer. And I'm just gonna take a little bit. Just gonna go. Also, sorry if the camera looks different or the quality. I'm filming on a completely different camera because I left my main filming camera at my dad's house and he's shipping it to me. So this is what we're working with. All right, let's do this. For the center of my face, I'm taking the Pro Filter Fenty Skin, Fenty Beauty. This is in a very, very, very light color. So what I'm gonna do is just like highlight my face, almost like I'm concealing. I'm using foundation. The Kosas Glow IV Vitamin Infused Skin Enhancer. I'm gonna just take it on my fingertips. This makes me look too greasy and shiny if I put it in the center of my face, so I just have to put it like around, like this. Fluffy brush. We're just gonna kind of blend them all together, but I'm gonna make sure that I keep Skin IV stuff just on the outside of my face because there's like a slight shimmer to it, and if the shimmer gets in my T-zone area, I just look like an oily monster. Now I'm taking the Kosas concealer. This is in 1.5. I'm just gonna get through my base really quick before we get into the nitty gritty. Just slap that on. I like this Ilia concealer to conceal more areas that I need more coverage. It's just like a thicker consistency. This is the Hourglass foundation brush. I'm just gonna use this, blend it out. I've been really into a dry beauty blender and just blending out my concealer. I find that it makes me less oily. My skin has always and forever been so oily, which has really helped when it comes to like wrinkles and stuff like that because it's always super hydrated, which is nice, but it's kind of annoying a little bit when you want to not look like you're sweating. This is the Kosas powder. I'm just gonna lightly take this right in here. I'm mixing it with the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur powder. Just let it sit a little bit. Let's do my Ilia bronzer. I feel like a lot has happened since I last talked to you guys or just sat down and got ready and updated you guys. So let's start with my nose. It has been exactly 3 months since my rhinoplasty. So I made a 3-month video all about that. If some of you guys watched the first video, you'll know that I wasn't really happy after my surgery, and I'll just kind of be explaining where I am now and just my thoughts about it, thoughts about plastic surgery in general, cost, all of that. I guess what I'll say now is my overall take on plastic surgery is that for me personally, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Obviously, there are some people that get surgery done and it changes and helps their look in dramatic ways. But I feel like that's only if you're changing something very, very, very dramatic. Like if your nose was insanely crooked or there was like insane stuff going on, is only when it's like, wow, you know, they look so much better. I think if anything, plastic surgery is a taste thing, and it's just how you want to look. Let's say you get your boobs done. Sometimes people will prefer you with your natural boobs. Sometimes people prefer fake boobs. Some people think the fake boobs look better. Sometimes people don't think. It's like one of those things where it's just about taste. It's not about looking better because everyone's opinion is going to be so different. Same thing when you're doing something to your face You know, a lot of people get used to seeing someone or themselves a certain way. So sometimes when you change it, it's not always like a positive experience. It's like, oh, this is like different and I don't know how to process it. Now, granted, like I said, unless you're fixing like an insanely crooked nose or like something happened to your face or your jaw or like something so wild, like I can see where that would be like, wow, you look so much better. This is great, like whatever. But, you know, people like quirkier looking noses. Sometimes people like a perfect nose. Sometimes people, you know what I mean? It's so different. So, by the way, I love this bronzer. This is the Ilia Drawn In Nightlight Bronzing Powder. There's no talc in it. It's clean beauty. And when I say clean beauty, people always get their panties in a bunch. Obviously, there's chemicals in literally everything, the air we breathe. But if you can alleviate some of the chemicals and use stuff that's a little bit more cleaner and have less chemicals penetrating your skin. This Benetint Play, this is the Pink Lemonade Tinted Lip and Cheek Stain. I'm just gonna use like this. I'm gonna blend it out fast. Actually, this is a lot. This stuff, a little goes a long way. So make sure, let's put a little bit on my lips. Cute. Look how cute this is. It's so light. It's nothing like super crazy. I feel like sometimes people focus so much on pigment and you're like, whoa, I don't want that much pigment in a blush. I just want a little bit of glow. I'm gonna set with the Dior blush. This blush is so good. Just gives like youthfulness. My birthday's coming up at the end of April. I'm really excited. At first, I used to get depressed around my birthdays, you know? But now I'm like so happy because I look back at my younger years and like how not smart I was. I'm so glad those years are behind me so that way I can just be smarter, wiser, stronger, and richer in wisdom. Brow Kit. Benefit, you're killing it. This has like all the colors I need. It has the powders and then it has these like wax forms of the colors. Comes with the little brushes too. I go into like the wax and I'm just gonna go and just, it's so easy to shape my brows. And then I'll take some of the dark powder. Let's go over it. Cute. This like, if you guys need just like an all-in-one brow kit, this is it. Did the brows a little dark, but it's okay. My brows aren't perfect, but let's do my eyes. Taking the Hourglass, this is the bronzing palette. I literally have talked about this in like every video I've done in the past month and a half. It's just the best. It's the Lighting Palette Volume 2. I'm gonna take the dark shade and the middle shade and I'm gonna run it all over my eye. Like, it's just so easy. So this week on Sunday, I'm actually picking up my little cousin. She's gonna be staying with me for the week on her spring break and we're gonna film like a makeup look. She's 19, so we're gonna do like a makeup look tailored to college and like she's gonna follow along. I'm taking her around for the week and doing all the beauty things like getting eyebrow threading, facials. We're gonna go to Erewhon. I'm just gonna be vlogging all of it, so I'm really excited to have her in town. By the way, I'm taking this bronze color and I'm gonna go right at the tip of my brow like this. And see how it's like starting, it looks like wild right now, but it's starting to like shape. I go right underneath my eyebrow and then out, right underneath my eyebrow and out. It looks crazy right now. Literally, bear with me. Don't judge it, okay? I'm gonna take this middle color and I'm just gonna run it down my nose. I still get swelling in my nose, so I just need to statch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm keeping it pretty simple because I'm going to show you guys what I do with the winged liner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight out. So I start at the center and I kind of go up, but straight out like that. It looks weird. And then I just connect it. Pretty simple. And then I just go like this. I'm gonna do the other side really quick. This liquid liner, this is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Waterproof. This doesn't move, it doesn't smudge. I get it off Revolve Beauty and the tip is so small and it just like allows you to have a lot of detail. So again, the center, draw it kind of up but straight. So what I do is I take like a makeup wipe and I take my nail and I just go like this. And then I'll just take it like underneath here. The eyeliner is just super simple. Let's do mascara. Taking the Velour Lash Curler. So my date, I went on a Valentine's Day date, and it turned out it wasn't my first date. I ended up seeing him a little bit before, just to like, I don't know, take the pressure off and stuff like that. I actually wasn't even thinking about how there's like a lot of pressure around Valentine's Day. I honestly didn't even care. I was like, yeah, let's do it, whatever. That's just kind of how I roll. I don't really overthink stuff like that, but it is true. You kind of don't want like this weird pressure on a first date, especially if it's on Valentine's Day. So it was the second time seeing him, well, the second date, I guess you could call it. And I feel like first dates are so interesting because, especially, this is just me speaking from my experience, it's not really fully me. It's almost like I'm trying to sit straight, I'm trying to eat proper, I'm thinking about a million things. You know, you're analyzing. It's almost like it's like essentially an interview. I know not everyone's first date's like that, but it's like that. And to me, first dates are never the most amazing thing you've ever done in your entire life, but they can be fun. They can give you insight. You know, I think flirting is always fun, and I like to flirt, you know, so how the date went, it went well. Honestly, I felt comfortable, and the only thing I cringe about is I always end up just like wearing my heart on my sleeve and oversharing, because when I go on a date with someone, especially a first or a second date, that means I've already met them, because I don't use dating apps. I don't like meet people over the internet and meet them for the first time. Like, I just don't really do that. So when I do go on a date, I've already seen and met this person before. So basically, I'm just kind of thinking in my head if I could sit through another date and be around this person again. And to answer that question, with this specific situation, the answer was yes. I was intrigued, and I think what was important about it is, even though I was maybe sharing stuff that I shouldn't on a first date, or just like sometimes I just talk too much and it's cringy, and I feel like a lot of people probably don't like that. But yeah, I was intrigued enough to see him again. So that's that. He made me feel, you know, comfortable enough to talk and just share things. And, you know, I was like, well, I could totally, you know, do this again. So the date went well, and it was fun. And I think it's just refreshing to hang out with people or somebody that you can feel comfortable with and maybe share like similar situations with, you know, and just feel like if you can relate to them or if there's like compatibility. I think that's the fun part of dating, but also there's a lot of like frustrating things that come with dating that I think I'm learning about myself. Like I said, when I go on a date, I've already met this person before in person. I can't even remember the last time I went on a date with somebody and I was meeting them for the first time. I don't think I've ever done that. With that being said, I've already analyzed that I'm like attracted to this person. I want to get to know this person. Let's see if I want to get to know this person further after the first date. And I think with dating, especially in a bigger city, people do this all the time. They hook up all the time, they date all the time. So dates to them, they don't look at as like, I don't want to say serious, because I'm not like looking like for someone super serious on the first date. I just think I go into it and I'm analyzing it as like, could I potentially continue to see this person? Do I feel comfortable? And from there, I then like quickly assess if I could see this person on a consistent basis. Because for me, because I know what I want, I know what I like, it doesn't take me a long time to figure out if I could like date this person. So I think what I feel like not a lot of people have is, if we go on like 2 dates, 3 dates, and it's good, I'm down to just like continue to like consistently see you and hang out until like we maybe have a conversation where it doesn't work out. But most of the time you figure that out within the first and second date. But what people in big cities do, by the way, I'm using this About Face fractional eye paint, and I'm gonna put the Charlotte Tilbury stuff over top because this is like a wet situation. I think where like you have to kind of play a game, which I just don't like to play games. I've done it before, and it's like, don't say this, don't do this too soon, you're gonna scare them away. And for me, it's like, if I like you and I want to continue to get to know you, I like you and I want to continue getting to know you. If I like you and things are going good and we're having fun, you know, like every other day, just saying hi is cute. And then like planning to like go on another date and just like having date nights is like, I don't know. I just feel like that's maybe normal. But then again, people are like, no, like in the beginning, it's like, you don't always hear from the person. You don't check in on the person. You don't want to call them. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I find myself doing this like little dance that doesn't really feel like me, but everyone else is kind of doing this dance too, and then you're like pushing people away if you're being vulnerable. I'm not saying like, hey, be my boyfriend. It's more so just like, are we gonna focus on each other? This is laid. Look how pretty this is. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take a little bit of, this is the NARS Orgasm. Actually, I already have a good amount of blush on. On the first and second date, I've already eliminated a lot of things of like getting to know people. And if I want to continue to see you, that means I'm like, okay, like I don't want to hear from you all day, but I definitely want to like hear from you every day or every other day. And it's like a cute little text, or it's like, I don't know, just cute. A lot of people don't like that in the dating world. And I guess maybe what I want is weird. I was talking to my friend Anna today and she was like,
this is how dating goes. This is just, you may like, you know, go on some dates and then just never hear from the person again. And it's like,
or they're like wishy-washy and they'll hit you up one day, but then not hit you up for 5 days. And I'm just like, it's either you're interested in someone or you're not. Also, tell me if you guys think that this is like something. I was asked out on the date for Valentine's Day, and then it was like, when it rains, it pours. 3 other people asked me out to dinner within that like week. So it was weird because I was like going on, you know, like it was like Valentine's Day week, and I was like going on dates with this person. Meanwhile, like other people are like, hey, do you want to go grab dinner and stuff like that? I'm like, what? Like my phone has been dry for months. And then now all of a sudden it's like Valentine's Day week and everyone wants to see, like people want to go on a date. It was so random and so weird. So did everyone just send a signal out? And that was like, okay, this is the week. We're gonna hit people up for dates. I don't know. This is Huda Beauty, Pinky Brown. I'm gonna put this on. It's a cute color. Then this is the Hourglass Oasis Lip. It's just like a nice pretty nude. Is this lip too nudie? So yeah, I definitely think people look at dating as like, let's just go with the flow, you know, and I'm fine with going with the flow, except then it's like if you do things with someone or whatever, it's like, I like to be working towards a relationship with somebody if I'm gonna go there. Does that make sense? And I feel like a lot of people like to feel that out first before they make that decision. If I've gotten that far with you, that means I feel comfortable, I like your conversation, I like your time, I like spending time with you, and I genuinely care about you. I want you to do well, I want to wish you well, I want to text you, I hope your day's amazing, and I just feel like people don't like that in dating. They get weirded out and creeped out in it, or they just like don't answer you and it makes you feel like stupid and lame. I'm gonna put some dark liner in my inner corner here. I don't know, it's really hard to find people that genuinely care about you and wish you well and want you to do amazing. And I think for me, when I get into dating, if we've gone on a few dates, you know, I'm at that point where we can either take this to the friend zone or we can make it more. And no matter what direction that goes in, that I care about you. They like go ghost for a while, they come back, and they want to see how things go with you physically. And for me, like I get attached in a way where it's not like I'm gonna be needy and weird and blow you up. I just like, it affects my mental state for me personally. And it kind of sucks. Honestly, I wish differently, but I'm just wired that way. And I guess that's the point of it. You want to get attached to someone you're like, you know, with, because then if you have a family with them, I mean, God did things on purpose. So yeah. So dating, I guess it all just happens at once. You just have to like kind of go with the punches. And then until someone was like, hey, I want to focus on you, you know, you just keep going on dates. So I'm gonna do my hair and I'm gonna sign out with you guys. Okay, while I'm waiting for my hair to set, I'm gonna use this Fix Plus 16-hour wear setting spray. I just think a lot of people in dating don't really know what they want, and they date to maybe find answers, or because they just want to fill their extra time with, you know, a pretty girl or a pretty guy or whatever, and then maybe get something. I don't know. I think it's good to just be clear and honest. If you have a clear view of where you want to go with it, I think that definitely helps the outcome and getting exactly what you want to where you want to go and getting your answers. Because I think when you're just kind of like dilly-dallying around, hook up there, this there, it's just like, some people are really fulfilled by it, especially in this big city. It's not very fulfilling for me. Sometimes it's annoying. So, okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like the makeup look. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like these videos of more of like a chatty get ready with me rather than just a makeup look. And I just want to say thank you guys always for listening to me and hearing me just like rant and talk about like whatever. The month of March is already off to a very interesting but fun and cool start. So I want to bring you guys along for all of it. So I love you guys and thank you always for being my besties, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I don't care at all, I'ma get my way, baby, I want you. If you want to, you can come on through.